Oh shit. Bring on the big guns because number 13 is 13. So it's the 13th of what exactly? Well, that's actually the title's name. This is also based off the Belgian comic series from the 80s. But the earliest instance I've heard about this game wasn't from advertising, at the store, parents bought it, back of manuals, or trailers at many games on this list I've heard about. No. It was from a save file from my friend's PS2, and I haven't gave a shit about it. Until there are lists about hidden gems mentioning this one. Similar to Auto Monolista, 13 has cel-shaded graphics, and it goes for a thick outline style, kinda like Jet Set Radio, but up the ante with the style of a comic book. The story, according to the wiki, is loosely based off the first 5 volumes of the 13 comics. The game starts with the then US president being assassinated by someone named Steve Rowland. You are this Sterling Archer looking motherfucker dubbed 13, and he has suffered from amnesia, and you were accused of murdering the president. You'll meet some allies along the way, like Jones and the late Adam West, while restoring some lost memories. Yes, I said Adam West because he voices Carrington. Then the story involves this conspiracy shit with a gang of conspirators called the 20, who plans on overthrowing the government. And thus, US 13 have to stop them before shit gets real. 13's gameplay relies mostly on the stealth aspect. In some of these levels, you have to avoid being spotted while lacking checkpoints. Sometimes you have to hide bodies, kinda similar to Hitman, to avoid suspicion. Some levels are continuations, and that means you can keep your weapons from the previous level, but the health and 2 layers of armor you lost still remains. You also had some gadgets with you, like the grappling hook and a lockpick to open doors. Sometimes you don't have the gadgets, so that means you have to rely on keys or keycards to progress. You also got yourself an assortment of weapons like a pistol, 44 Magnum, shotgun, AR-15, crossbow, throwing knives, bazooka, etc. But when things get really hairy and you have no weapons that has good range, or can't kill staff, I said fuck this, and find a chair or other objects to knock the motherfuckers out, and then punch their dicks while they're unconscious. The downside is the gunplay is quite dissatisfying, along with cheap deaths. Besides that, there's some difficulty spikes, invisible walls up the ass, ladders are a bitch to climb down for some reason, doors that cannot be opened, and the main protagonist's voice sounds bored as shit. Also spoilers, major spoilers. The game ends on a cliffhanger for a sequel which will never happen. I mean, take note. Never fucking tease for a sequel. Remember Banjo-Tooie, Mega Man Legends 2, Turok 3 and Turok Evolution, Rayman 3, before it was announced that Rayman 4 would be a thing again, and Half-Life 2, Episode 2. Yeah? Well, heed my words, mate. Okay, there is a second 13 game, but that one's more of the reimagining of the comics, which is also a point-and-click game, similar to I Spy. Before you ask, it was developed by anyone but Ubisoft, and people were pissed. Besides, if you're interested in 13, just go read the comics. There's also a 13 TV show which lasted only 2 seasons according to IMDb, and it was half decent according to that site. So in the end, 13 has stunning visuals and some decent stealth gameplay. It's also available on Xbox, GameCube, PC, and Mac if you're into that. Now I've begun to understand why this is considered as a hidden gem and why it has a cult following. But, how many times have I said 13?